Today we are building an outdoor shower using a fire extinguisher for camping or a novelty outdoor project. Grandad and I are back home in the Kimberley and keen to make a start on this camp shower. Grandad has been a builder since he was young. He built his house and he also built the shed we're going to be working in today. First things first, you need a fire extinguisher with an air fitting. Growing up, we had lots of these. Grandad would fill these up with water and me and my cousins would have water fights. To start off, we need to remove the hose from the fire extinguisher, just using an adjustable spanner. We then want to remove the fitting from the extinguisher hose. The best way to do that is to clamp it down on a vise and use an angle grinder to loosen the fitting. Pull it out and discard of the hose. You'll also need a ball valve. This is what we'll be using to turn the shower on and off. Take some plumbing tape and wrap it tightly around a hose fitting before screwing it into one side of the ball valve. The plumber's tape will support the tight seal, which is what we're after. We'll then need some high pressure tubing, which we'll place the hose valve into, the one we removed from the fire extinguisher. We'll also be using hose clamps to secure it in place. We now have both ends of the tubing, one with the fire extinguisher fitting and the other will attach to the ball valve. Hose clamps are important during this process as there's a high degree of pressure used in the final product. Once that section is sorted, we'll need some standard garden hose. That will be fitted to the other side of the ball valve and secured with a hose clamp. You then need a very standard hose attachment, which you'll probably already have at your house. Get a shower head. These are pretty cheap and easy to find as well. Take off the stock standard fitting and replace it with an opposing hose attachment. Again, you should probably already have one of these at your house. We have now successfully attached the shower head to the hose to the ball valve, and the ball valve to the plumber's tube with the fire extinguisher attachment. This is also a fitting Grandad made which can work as a firefighting tool. For added aesthetics and practicality, Grandad is making a metal plate and attaching it to the shower head holder, just using a drill and some small screws. You can then use an angle grinder to remove the excess screws. We'll drill a hole at the top, which can be used to fit the shower head to your desired spot. Grandad went fancy here. This is a bracket for the ball valve, which can also be fitted to something solid, so turning the shower on and off is very convenient. We now need to remove the lid of the fire extinguisher and fill it up with water. You only want to fill it up just over 2/3 of the way. Screw the lid back on tightly, and to pressurize the extinguisher, we're using a car battery powered air compressor. So this whole setup could be done remotely. We only want to fill up the extinguisher to 100 psi at the absolute max, so stop just a little bit beforehand. And there you go, you've got pressure. Finally, fit the high pressure tubing to the fire extinguisher, secure with hose clamps and turn on the lever, tying it off with wire. We now have a fully functioning outdoor shower made of a fire extinguisher. If you are out bush and want to reuse the shower, simply put a bucket underneath you. Grandad also gave his firefighting fitting a whirl, which worked just fine. Thank you so much for watching. You've been with me, Outback Tom, and Outback Grandad. If you'd like to see us build something else, let us know in the comments below. And don't forget you can always support us by liking and subscribing. Thanks you mob, we'll see you soon.